PETZL actually invented the first headlamp. Fernand PETZL and his son Paul PETZL, who runs the company today, came up with the idea for a light that you would wear entirely on your head to keep your hands free. And it had the battery pack on the back and the bulb on the front and elasticized band to keep it in place. We also invented the first LED headlamp, and that LED technology in headlamps is still the standard and across the board today. I mean, the Tikka XP is the kind of flagship of the Tikka line of headlamps, but it's a relatively simple light. It has two different beam types for white light, and then it has a red beam. It has a single push button on the top that allows you to toggle through the different modes. And then it also has an adjustable elasticized headband that's really easy to expand or contract to fit your head or your helmet. And it also has a ratcheted adjustment that allows you to point it up or down so that you can either direct it more towards the trail or your cookware, or point it up to see farther into the distance. On one end you have the standard lighting that most people are familiar with, where once you turn the headlamp on, over time as the batteries drain, that light just becomes dimmer. And the Tikka XP uses constant lighting technology, where the light output is actually maintained consistently through the burn time of the batteries. And the Tikka XP is able to really allow the user to dial in that balance between brightness and burn time. PETZL has a pretty stringent testing and production quality standard for all of its products. For headlamps, that process can involve basically lab testing, field testing, or any combination of those, where in the lab you'll be putting the headlamp through its paces, checking the quality of the beam. They will do drop testing in the laboratory to make sure that the headlamp can withstand shock. There's various testing that goes on to make sure that they have a certain level of water resistance. Consumer feedback obviously comes in after the product has been released onto the market. And at PETZL, in a sense, we treat products as if there's always something to be improved. So, after a product has been on the market for a certain length of time, people will contact PETZL directly through the website or email or what have you, and they'll say, I would like to have this feature, or this doesn't work for me, or what could you do to improve the product in this way. And that feedback gets filtered into our R&D department and incorporated into future models, as well as the feedback from our athlete team, and also internally within the company. The people who use the products at PETZL or who design the products will give feedback for future generations of the product as well.